Hey, it's just me. Welcome to this show, or whatever you want to call it. Album 16 on the Record Challenge. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, with their 8th studio album, Into the Great Wide Open. It was recorded 1990 to 91, released July 2nd of 1991. And the genre is Heartland Rock, and the length of this is 43 minutes and 55 seconds long, and it's under the MCA label. The producers are Jeff Lynne, Tom Petty, and Mike Campbell, who is a fellow bandmate, songwriter, and guitarist for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, but also one of 3 original members of Mudcrutch, started in Gainesville, Florida, which was the band before the Heartbreakers. They moved to California, a couple folks left, and then they formed the band. And it's pretty much history after that. Now, my favorite songs on here are Learning to Fly, Built to Last, Into the Great Wide Open. And if you want to check out some pictures and some of the songs, go to my stories, go to my highlight under 20. You can get a look at that, leave a comment, listen to the sound. And I just wanted to share this with you. So thanks for listening. But I'm going to do a couple facts here. Their first #1 hit was The Waiting in 1981. And then their last #1 hit was 1994 with You Don't Know How It Feels, which I was a teenager then. And I'll share this with you. I got to the point, and I think you know what I mean. And Learning to Fly was Tom Petty's longest running #1 single. This album reached 13 on the Billboard 200. And the group had, in their career, 28 top 10 hits, which I thought was pretty cool. So, check it out. And also, the story of how Jeff Lynne and Tom Petty met, which I thought was pretty cool. They're on the Sunset Boulevard in California. Jeff Lynne's driving his car. He keeps hearing honking. He's looking back and he swears to see Tom Petty. And Tom Petty's honking his horn trying to get him to stop. So he ends up stopping and he pulls him over and he said, "I want to have a word with you." And Tom had been listening to George Harrison's Cloud 9, which Lynne had just worked on and produced. And he said, "I like it." And then Tom said, "Do you fancy some songs together?" And Lynne said, "I sure do." So they went ahead and, of course, did the Wilburys, and then they did Full Moon Fever on Tom's debut solo album, and then the second, Wallflowers, in '94, which are both wonderful albums as well. And I have to do a couple honorable mentions here, because I only have so many numbers and so many days. And the other is, of course, ELO with Jeff Lynne, started in 1970 from Birmingham, England. And I will say Roy Wood, Bev Bevan, the drummer, and then Richard Tandy, who was with the Uglies, helped do that. And then the last but definitely not least on the honorable mentions is Bob Dylan. And it's not that I don't want to, it's just he doesn't have a lot of free music for me to share in my stories and highlights. So if you're going to check one out, check out Bob Dylan Biograph. It covers a lot of his career, and this is one of the best albums. And I want to say there's, how many records here? Well, 3 records or more. Yeah, well, check it out. And then also I wanted to share with you a ticket, which is August 25th, 2004, Bob Dylan, Willie Nelson. It says rain or shine. And did it rain? I mean, it poured. There was lightning crashing everywhere. But Bob stood on stage and performed. So we played in the rain with lightning all around. One of the best lightning shows I've ever seen in my life. Eventually it cleared out to the most beautiful evening. Performers did well. We felt good. And to this day it's one of the greatest concerts I've ever been to. So, thank you, Bob. You are not forgotten. Just come off your music already. Put it on there so I can use it. So, and maybe you'll be taking a peek at some other people tomorrow. But again, check this album out. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And I thank you for watching. I hope you and your family's doing well. Had a great weekend. I wish you a great week as well. And I want you to stay safe, stay healthy, and stay sane, my friends. Take care.